is live streaming. We've had 2 or 3 in a row, where there wasn't any inclination for conversation. When that happens, I don't take it as rejection. I usually just take it as, here's what this person needs that they're communicating, and I want to honor that. And so, I mean, this is the space that they're paying for, and so should that happen, I will flip the camera so that you're at least watching traffic, which is far more entertaining than just watching me drive and not being able to talk to you guys. I can't respond while I'm driving to the chats, so if you guys have any questions, I will most probably respond to them afterwards. If they are on topic with the conversation I'm having with my rider, I will definitely feature those comments and respond to them, because I mean, while I'm live streaming, my primary business is my riders, and so I want to make sure that they're being attended to. Otherwise, if it's a quiet ride and you guys are asking questions, I'll most likely answer them at the end of the live stream. Again, just that cue that it's a quiet ride is entailed by the fact that I'll flip the camera so at least you're watching traffic if it's a quiet ride. So it's just part of the nature of the job. Like, I have no idea who is like where my various riders are at, and I don't begrudge them when they want a quiet ride. Sometimes they, you just want to, at the end of the day, check out and not have any social obligations, and they're not here to entertain me, so I want to honor that as well. Alright, so I hope that makes sense and that works for you all. But again, this is just part of the fun of this job, is you have no idea what you're gonna walk into or drive into. But I love it because it's always a challenge. And even this is a challenge, communicating with you all, like the dynamic that I'm just striving to strike, right? So yeah, let me just, no, I was about to say, let me just show you the area here, but then it might catch the rider that I'm about to pick up. Actually, no, I'll show you just a little bit, because we can. Should just probably even have my bow tie there. Let me turn this around. This is like the receiving or the arrival area in our airport here in Calgary. This isn't too busy. This is okay, I suppose, for busyness. It can get even more busy with all these lanes kind of clogged up, with riders trying to find their drivers, etc. Getting dark here. I might want to maybe even just turn on my light here so that I'm featured a little bit more. But basically all I do here is I drive to the appointed door where my rider will be meeting me at, load him up, and embark. Again, just a note, when I yawn, it doesn't mean that I'm exhausted. It means I actually enjoy my yawns, and so, yeah. Like all these travelers on their way to different parts of the world, probably on a vacation. Those guys have their kids with them. Okay, I'm just gonna turn the camera around here. I'm back. Here. There's lots going on in these settings, so I have to be watchful and careful of pedestrians, especially, right? I think this here is my door. Find my rider now. I'll be right back. Let's go see what we are walking into for this Uber ride. Hi everyone coming on. I'll be just 2 seconds while I help my rider with their luggage at the airport here. Hello, Mark.
Hey,
My name is Binyam.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Usually I don't know who I'm looking for, so it's nice to have that chat feature on the
Yeah.
app there, right? Mark, I just want to give you a heads up. I do something unusual in my Uber. I like live streaming and sharing my experiences as a driver, but I always like to prioritize the privacy of my rider as well. So I just wanted to give you a heads up at the outset, so you're like, not saying anything, you're like, oh, that shouldn't be going anywhere.
Gotcha.
Am I saying come back or welcome to Calgary?
Welcome in for work.
Oh, you're like thrilled about that, I'm sure.
It's usually pretty fun. Not too thrilled about the
Snow.
weather, but yeah.
I know. It just came in yesterday and it caught most of us off guard. Where are you coming in from?
Houston.
So that is a significantly different
Yeah.
context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about 28 yesterday, and it's what, like -6 right now?
Yeah, -7 here at the moment. Yep, it's how long is your stay for?
Almost a week.
Okay. Did you get some layers or did you get caught off guard on your way here too?
No, I got my heavy stuff.
You do, okay.
That should be good.
Gotcha. So you can just go back and tell some horror stories about the demands of work.
Even worse.
Oh, okay. Is travel a frequent part of your work?
A few times a year.
Okay. Few enough that it feels like a field trip, or few enough that it's like, oh, another one?
Enough that it feels like a field trip. I'd
Okay,
say.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Glad to hear. Hey, help yourself to charger there if you'd like. Absolutely. I'm one of those that always likes to make sure I've got a really good charge, just because I'm like, if I'm stranded. Yeah, yesterday was when all this came in, yesterday morning. So probably good that you didn't come in yesterday, because there's a bit of a gong show. This is me, Mark. We're in a thick fog like this, and yet planes can still navigate and land and do all the things.
You got their instruments for a reason.
I know, it's just that kind of genius that like creates all this stuff is like pretty impressive in my perspective. What kind of work do you do, Mark?
I'm a program manager.
Oh, okay. That seems to entail a certain level of how do you say it, like stress, keeping track of projects
Yeah.
with people involved.
Our project management, technical people, schedules, cost, all of that good stuff.
Yeah. So it's like a bird's eye view, but you got to keep it on track and keep it on time and that kind of thing, eh?
Pretty much.
I can almost anticipate your answer would be, but what's the most challenging part of the job?
The schedule,
Oh, the schedule.
always.
Oh, okay. I was anticipating you might say the people that you work with, but
No, it's always the schedule.
and is it just unreasonable demands in the schedule you're like navigating?
It's just always,
Yeah.
there's deadlines to hit. I wouldn't say they're as
Tight,
aggressive.
aggressive. That's a good word for it.
see downtown from here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aside from the fog here.
Are we over? I think we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight down this way here. We did have a few hours of sun this afternoon, though.
You could have fooled me.
I know. It's just that uncertain time when like melting starts to freeze again. So do watch your steps out there. When's the last time you were in Calgary?
It's been about 6 months. It was right after May long.
Oh, okay. Some would call Calgary like the Texas of Canada, or
Houston and Calgary are very, very similar, yeah.
really?
A lot of oil and gas,
Yeah.
third, fourth largest in the country. Western culture, each makes claim to one of the world's largest rodeos.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're very similar.
What's your rodeo?
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo,
Okay.
which I think we're the largest because y'all have the qualifier on the Stampede of the outdoor rodeo.
Nice.
Ours is indoors at the
Is it?
football stadium.
Oh wow. Okay.
Runs for like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Ours is like 10 days only.
Neither one's small.
Okay. Have you been to ours?
No, I haven't been able to arrange a trip up that week in July yet.
Gotcha. It also sounds like, well, Calgary is the city most are moving to from other cities here in Canada, just because it's getting really insane, the pricing for housing and living, and it's still somewhat accessible here. And in a similar way, it sounds like Texas in general is where most are flocking to business-wise in the U.S. from what I hear.
Yeah, a lot of tax reasons for that. During COVID, like Austin and Dallas property values skyrocketed. Houston went up a bit.
Yeah.
We're still very affordable.
Are those ones larger than Houston?
No, Houston's bigger.
It is, eh?
Yeah, Houston's the fourth largest in the country.
What's the population there?
Official population, just over 2 mil.
Okay.
And the metro area is probably like 7.
Okay. New York would probably be your largest.
New York, LA, Chicago, and then Houston.
Okay.
But probably within the next 10 or 15 years, we'll pass Chicago.
Oh yeah. Eh?
Yeah. We'll be gaining on for a while.
Huh. Yeah, I think maybe your guys is similar to our Toronto then in size, eh?
Yeah, I don't know how big Toronto is.
Probably like 8 mil when you take all the surrounding area, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, I flew through that airport today. It's the first time I've ever been over there. So
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea.
Okay. Hmm. When you're at all these various remote locations, how often do you get to also like explore and enjoy the place in addition to work?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay.
This time should hopefully get a little bit more because I'm sticking around for the weekend.
Okay.
I'm not flying back till late Sunday.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've made it out to Banff
Oh, nice.
once.
And what was
around
that?
town a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. Spectacular there, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it was great. We had a bike ride out there.
Oh, nice. I feel kind of sad when people come all the way here and they don't get that excursion out there. It's like, oh, you get it all the way out here, and
Yeah, we didn't quite make it to Lake Louise, but
Okay.
Still, you're out in the mountains, you're in the trees, and it's great.
It's pretty amazing, yeah. Does Texas have something similar? By way of
No.
like, okay.
No, there's almost zero mountains in Texas.
Really? Eh?
You got to get all the way west
Okay.
to El Paso,
Yeah.
and you'll get some mountains. But still nothing like this.
Yeah.
This is, I'd say, more similar to like Denver.
Denver, Colorado. Yeah, yeah. I've heard that too.
They're closer to the mountains than
Yeah.
Calgary is,
Yeah.
but it's very similar.
Okay. I heard we have a very similar vibe to them as well.
Could be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't spent enough time here to know. I've heard Calgary gets used as a filming location to stand in for Denver sometimes.
Oh, okay. This filming has picked up here actually. There's been quite a bit in Toronto / Vancouver. Those are the
Toronto
hotspots.
stands in for New York all the time. All the time.
Interesting. And then, but I was hearing from someone on the inside that those places, just because the cost of living is just increasing, they've been investing a lot more here in this city. So they're anticipating that it might take off here as well. But yeah, that's another whole world to itself.
Yeah.
The filming business, eh? Actually, I was hearing a lot about how Hollywood in general is under a lot of heat this last election cycle, especially, just because there is a lot of reliance by the Democratic Party on a lot of the actors there, but it didn't quite pan out. And so, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like they're just going to how much significance do they have in culture in
A
general?
reckoning with their place in society.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So it sounds like it's evolving. It's definitely not a boring time to be in.
No, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Somebody's always upset about something, and if
Yeah.
they're not, somebody else is.
Yeah. Indeed. I must be dropping you off here at the work site, eh?
Yeah. Meetings for an hour or so before we get down.
Okay. Oh man. I see what you mean by an aggressive schedule.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they get us all in here. It's like, yeah, they're usually long days.
I see. Is it stay until you get the job done, basically, or?
Usually when I come up first, usually for like a week.
Okay.
We've got a lot of meetings booked to knock stuff out.
Yeah. I dropped someone off earlier the other day at the airport. He was heading to his trip for a 2-hour presentation only over a couple of days. Are there ever scenarios where you're like, oh, I didn't need to be here for this? Or is it really critical that you're always there?
I would rather be up here more often than I am.
Oh, is that so, eh?
Yeah, it's exhausting when I get up here.
Yeah.
It's go, 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 go.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at the same time, you get back and it's like, you're energized.
yeah. Okay. And feeling productive.
Yeah, the second black shut out.
That's right. The second one over here.
You know how the black part sticks out
Yeah.
the doors here? The
Yeah.
second one.
The second one,
right
awesome.
there.
Okay. It's hard to see these bumps in this snowy ground. Mark, it's nice to meet you.
Right.
I hope you're... Whoa, check that out inside. What is that?
Yeah, we got like these ropes hanging from the ceilings around all the conference rooms just to kind of separate out and give a little privacy.
Okay. we already have another ride queued in here, so let me go off of this one here. And get the next one set up, so I'll be right back.